are you coming from, and what is your community like in Canada, your Croatian community? How the life of the community is there?
We're from a town or a city outside of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's called Prelo, and we belong to the Church Holy Trinity, which is a Roman Catholic Croatian church. So there's a lot of people there that are ancestors of Croatians, or they've got Croatian heritage, but there's a lot of people that just immigrated there as well. So we live fairly much like you from what I can see. We have our Croatian church, we have our Croatian halls, we attend all kinds of banquets with Croatians, and we enjoy Croatian music. Other than that, we go to school, we work, we go home, and just pretty much like what you do here.
And what about young people? Do young people share the community, the Croatian community, and works there?
I think the young people play a big role in the community. I think that now that our parents are getting older, the responsibility to kind of sustain the community lies on our shoulders. So it's very important that we become involved with the church and our different folklore groups, our sports teams, etc. So I think in that respect that the young people are really involved, and the community will continue to survive and it will thrive.
And what about your relatives in Croatia, and if you used to travel to Croatia, how that travels are?
Okay, well, from Toronto, which is the airport that we would go from, it's about an 8-hour drive to Croatia, so it's become very popular to go. Especially the young people, they go almost every year, every other year, and they get acquainted with their relatives, their cousins, their aunts, uncles, grandparents. So they go very frequently, and our dance group, for example, has gone 3 times in the last probably 10 years to Croatia. And it's a very important part so that we keep our bond with our fellow Croatians.
Really often?
Yes, fairly often. Not everyone goes all the time, but the kids usually go every year, every other year. Families go maybe every 4 or 5 years.
Tell me, how old are you?
24.
Have you been to Croatia?
Yeah, I've been probably 6 or 7 times.
And in Canada, do you used to organize days like this today in Argentina, in a special and important church for the community vote?
Yes, we have the same type of thing. We all go to Midland, which is about an hour drive. It's up northwest, and it's very much like this, a nice park and a church. The church is not as nice as yours, but it's a nice church. We go there once a year. But we also have a number of our own picnic grounds, and one church that was built recently, and that's where everybody goes for Svetjan, St. Anthony's, and for Velika Gospa. So twice a year, Croatians gather at that picnic location and get together, exactly like they do here.
And there's a special thing that I would like to ask him. In the radio we are really fans of Thompson. Have you have the chance to go to the recital when he was in Canada?
Yeah, he's been to Canada a number of times. He's actually married to a woman from Canada.
And which were your feelings and how it was?
The concerts were great. Probably about 5,000 people at each concert. He put on a great show. The music was great, and what was even better than the music was the fact that there were so many young Croatian people together, just enjoying his music and having a good time in the name of Croatia. So.
Even though all the bad people that work against him.
Yeah, actually, not the last time he came, but the time before that, we had a lot of trouble with different groups trying to prevent him from performing. But we came together, just like we have in the past, and we overcame it, and he put on a great concert.
It was in the park that we have, the church there, and the priest, the park, and it was outdoor. sensational.
Yeah,
More
I listen.
people than were expected came because of that.
Sadly, it had to be like if you were a thief or
Yeah.
people that had to hide.
Well, yeah, we were portrayed that way actually in the newspapers, and all the Canadian newspapers wrote about Thompson and how they called him a fascist, but we know that's not the case.
Well, and finally, which are your feelings here in Argentina? How are you passing these days? What do you think of Argentinian places?
Well, I can tell you that I am so pleasantly surprised. I've never seen people that are more accommodating, people that are more wonderful to us. We've traveled in a lot of places and we've always been well received, but never as in Argentina. You have a beautiful country. Buenos Aires is beautiful from what we can see, the outskirts, everything. I just cannot say enough about everybody here and how nice they accepted us and how accommodating. They just can't do enough for us. We're all so happy to be here.
You?
I'd echo her comments. It's been great. Last night we had a great time singing and playing tambura with the locals at the Hrvatski dom, and the weather's great, so that really
And what
helps.
about Argentinian girls?
Oh, they're beautiful, but the Croatian Argentinian girls are even that much more beautiful.
Well, maybe you can find one here.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Hvala vama.
Hvala.